Hiya, I'm Bruce Fummey. It's the 2nd of February and welcome to today's episode of This Day in Scottish History. And if you're wondering why I'm not out and about at some place like I normally take you, trust me, this book can take me to more exotic places than you can imagine. And if you're thinking he's talking about Fife, you're kind of almost there. Because on this day in 1709, a bloke from Fife was rescued. His name was Alexander Selkirk and he grew up in Lower Largo in Fife and he went on to become a pirate. You're who, sir? He didn't he? I'm telling you, he did. And he and his pirate ship were in the Pacific and they'd been involved in a few encounters with Spanish ships. I suppose he would be technically called a privateer, but it's a pirate. A rose by any other name would still cut your throat. Anyway, they'd been involved in a couple of scraps with Spanish ships, and he thought that the ship was unseaworthy, and the captain said, no, it's fine. And Selkirk said, no, it's no. The captain says, yes, it is. The Selkirk says, no, it's no. The captain said, Selkirk said, I tell you what, let me off the new. And the captain said, all right, I will. And the captain put him down on this deserted island in the Pacific. And he had to try and make way as best as he could. And 4 years later, on this day in Scottish history, the captain went back and rescued him from what is now called Robinson Crusoe Island. See, now you see where I'm coming from. And Alexander Selkirk's story was the inspiration for this book written by Daniel Defoe, who was a bit of a character himself. Daniel Defoe was an English Presbyterian who was also a political activist, a rebel and a dodgy merchant. Because he was a staunch Presbyterian, albeit an English one, he opposed James VII of Scotland and James II of England, who was a Catholic, and Daniel Defoe got involved in the Monmouth uprising, and a lot of the guys that were involved in that either were executed or were transported to Australia, but Defoe managed to dodge out of it. However, a number of years later, under a different monarch, Defoe was up to his old tricks again, and he was imprisoned for seditious libel. But the Spymaster General of the English Crown cut a deal with him. He said, I tell you what, we'll let you go and we'll give you £1,000 if you work for us. And so Daniel Defoe was sent up to Scotland in 1706. What was happening in Scotland in 1706? The Crown were trying to push through the Act of Union between Scotland and England. And so Defoe was sent as a spy. Because he was a Presbyterian and because he had a reputation for being rebellious, he was able to inveigle his way into the Church of Scotland and the Scottish Parliament, from where he sent back information to London. He also published pamphlets in Scotland talking about the benefits of the Union, and published pamphlets in England giving completely different reasons for the benefit of the Union. And of course, the Union happened in 1707, and you probably wouldn't even have heard of Daniel Defoe, but for the fact that 2 years later, on this day in Scottish history, Alexander Selkirk was rescued from that island in the Pacific, and it inspired this book, Robinson Crusoe, which I'm told has been translated into more languages than all but one book, the Bible. So I hope you've enjoyed that story. I should give you a question, shouldn't I? Name one other book written by Daniel Defoe. How about that one? If you've enjoyed the story, then as always, like and share the clip, like and share my page, Scotland History Tours. Better still, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're on YouTube just now, there'll be a button up there that you can use to subscribe. If you're watching on some other social media channel, there'll be a link down below. I've been Bruce Fummey. See you next time. Ta-ra.